Good morning, class. Today's topic is solid, liquid, or gas. You will be able to decide whether something is solid, liquid, or gas. Let's do a quick review of what we learned in the previous class. We learned that matter is anything that has mass and volume. Everything around us is made up of matter. Matter is found in three states. It means that every single thing that exists around us, our food, clothes, books, pencils, the air, water, every single thing falls into these three categories: solid, liquid, and gas. Solids have a fixed shape and volume. They can be held. Liquids have fixed volume but no fixed shape. They can be poured. Gases do not have fixed shape or volume. They can freely flow. So, this is a picture of pouring sugar. So, sugar can be poured. Sugar can be poured. So, is it a liquid or solid? Think about this. When a sponge is squeezed, it changes shape. Can we consider it as a solid? Even though we have learned that solids have a fixed shape. The same goes with butter, elastic rubber bands, and ice cream. And the answer is, well, sugar is still a solid because each particle of sugar has a fixed shape and it occupies the same amount of space. It can be poured because the size of its particles is very small. A sponge has a fixed shape and the shape changes when we squeeze it, but it is still a solid because it occupies the same amount of space. Its shape changes because we apply force on it. You can compare sugar with rice grains, salt. Just like sugar, even salt has very fine particles. So we can pour salt, but it is still a solid because it can occupy a fixed amount of space and it still does have a fixed shape even though it is very, very tiny. For a sponge has a fixed shape and it occupies a fixed amount of space. It has a fixed volume and fixed space shape. But it changes shape only when we apply force on it. Just like elastic rubber bands, when we pull an elastic rubber band, the size and the shape changes. But once you let go, it comes back to the original size. So, even though it's a solid, it can still change its shape and size because we are applying force on it. So, how can you actually decide whether something is solid, liquid, or gas? Before labeling any single thing into the category of solid, liquid, or gas, try to consider all the properties, whether they fulfill the properties of solids, liquids, or gas. Do you know that some solids can change shape when we push or pull them? Some solids can be poured when we apply heat to them, such as butter. When butter is melted, you can easily pour it. And some liquids can have a fixed shape when we freeze them, such as popsicle. So, before you categorize something as solid, liquid, or gas, before we categorize anything as solid, liquid, or gas, make sure that they can fulfill all the properties of those three forms of matter. I have a question for you. Are human beings solid, liquid, or gas? Think about yourself. Do you fall into the category of solids, liquids, or gas? Try to consider the properties. What are the properties of solid, liquid, and gas? Try to think about, are you able to fulfill those properties of solid, liquid, and gas? Well, the answer is we fall into the category of all three. Human beings have bones which are solid, and the blood that flows in our body is liquid. We also have water in our body which is also liquid, and the air that we breathe in is a gas. That's why human beings, and just like human beings, even animals can be put into the category of solids, liquids, and gas. So our body has all the three states of matter. Our bones are solid, the blood that flows in our body is liquid, and the air that we breathe in is a gas. Thank you.